Hey guys, it's Jesse, and welcome back to my Falcon and Winter Soldier reaction series. So today we are going to be moving on to episode 3. So last time we were introduced to our new Captain America, Captain John Walker. First impressions of him, not evil but kind of an asshat, but I have a feeling we might see him slowly descend into more villainous tendencies as the season progresses. I just feel like when push comes to shove, we're going to see John Walker kind of break. Especially with the responsibilities he has at the moment, being the new face of Captain America, with all the expectations that comes along with that. I just don't think he'll be able to handle it, not from what we've seen so far, with how quickly he gets aggressive with Sam and Bucky when things don't go his way. Also, this show's dynamic duo, Sam and Bucky, actually met in the second episode, and are the bickering old couple that I kind of expected them to be. They're kind of at odds right now, just with the fact that they both have different ideas about Sam's decision to give up the shield and give up being Captain America. They're gonna need to talk that out if they're going to probably work together well. But I'm expecting a heart-to-heart between the two of them in the next couple episodes. And the episode ended with them deciding to visit Zemo in prison, which is, in my opinion, a really stupid move because you can't trust Zemo. You really can't. He's a manipulative little bastard, and I don't think it's going to go well when either one of them go to talk to him. Plus, there's just even more trauma there with Bucky, and I don't think that boy needs any of that at the moment, but we'll just have to see how bad it gets. So with that, let's jump into Season 1, Episode 3.
Half of us came back. It was time to rejoice and reunite. The Global Repatriation Council knows that for many, it wasn't that easy.
This feels like every COVID-19 commercial I've seen in the last year. We know it's been a tough year.
My name is John Walker. Hey, stop! You're harboring a dangerous criminal named Carly Morgenthau. Do you know her?
Du kannst nicht hier reinkommen und mein Geschäft kaputt machen.
Oh, that's...
Do you know who I
Oh,
am?
oh, did someone's feelings get hurt? Did you get spit in the face and get angry?
Hear anything back from
Dick.
anybody?
Want this. I get it. But we've literally tried everything we can here. So is Langley. We keep drawing blanks.
So we bet on someone who's got a better hand.
So they're gonna follow Sam and Bucky and have them lead them to the Flag Smashers. Be careful, Buck. Don't do anything stupid.
Rechte Schlugel 6172.
Why do I feel like Bucky's about to do something stupid? What is this dramatic ass lighting? Jesus Christ. This is a prison. Why does he have a spotlight on him?
Желание. Живой.
That shit doesn't work anymore.
Luckily for you, I know where to begin.
What are you talking about? You want to break Zemo out of jail? Where the hell
No,
are we?
Bucky!
Have you lost your mind?
We have no leads, no...
Bucky, why? Don't break him out of prison. He's the villain. You're just letting another villain go.
Sam, we don't know how they're getting the serum. We don't even know how many of them there are. Look, let me just walk you through a hypothetical. Can I walk you through a hypothetical?
What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
Is this hypothetical you already broke him out of prison? Because that's real fucking dumb if you did.
And if two prisoners start fighting, then the protocol says 4 guards have to respond.
So why would two prisoners randomly start fighting at that moment?
Who knows? There could be many reasons.
Bucky! No!
I don't like how casual you're being about this. It's unnatural. Are you... And where are we, man?
Oh, Buck.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, what are you doing here?
I didn't want to tell you because I knew you wouldn't let this happen, okay?
What did you do?
We need him, Sam.
You're going back to prison.
If I may.
No.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you don't get to argue your point, Zemo. You blew up the United Nations. You don't get a vote here.
Where do we start?
Was that a callback to Sam's last line in The Winter Soldier?
I ended.
That mask. I don't like seeing that. As soon as you give the villain a villain mask, you draw a line. You're literally saying, oh, this is comic villain Zemo.
Time you've been rich?
I'm a baron, Sam. My
family was royalty until your friends destroyed my country.
Look, as much as I don't like Zemo, that's a look.
I was just fascinated by this. I don't know what to call it, but this part seems to be important. Who is Nakajima?
Oh, I want to push that button. Don't poke the tiger, Zemo. You're alright on thin ice.
I've seen that book. It was Steve's when he came out of the ice.
Oh.
I told him about Trouble Man. He wrote it in that book.
Bucky's list is so much sadder than Steve's. And the fact that they're on the same notebook. Well, that's not suspicious at all. The power broker is watching. We still don't know who the power broker is. But I guess we're about to find out.
The usual?
Why is there a snake? Oh, no. Is that a snake heart? Why? No. I would puke immediately. Just.
Word from on high.
Zini soldat. Spirot Vatako.
Oh, that sweet, sweet Winter Soldier music cue. But this is kind of messed up. Having Bucky relive his past trauma. Oh.
Didn't take much for him to fall back into form.
You good?
Well, at least Sam checks in on Bucky.
And I give you him. Along with the code words to control him, of course. He will do anything you want.
Oh, this got real creepy. I don't like the fact that he's stroking his face. It feels like he's dehumanizing him, just selling him like an item. Sam! Why is your phone... You're on an undercover mission and you bring your phone and you leave it on vibrate? The fuck, Sam?
Leave your weapons and follow my lead. This is not good.
Cool. This is like the end of John Wick 2. How many assassins are there? That went bad immediately.
Seem to have a guardian angel.
Hey, Sharon. Hey, girl. It's been a while.
Easy, deactivate your hustle mode. You sell fake Monet.
No, she means real. This gallery is specialized in stolen artwork. Monet, Van Gogh, classics.
It's true. You know, half the artwork in museums like the Louvre is fake.
Yeah. What's Google say? No shit.
Come on, you guys need to change. I'm hosting clients in an hour.
I feel like Sam is way out of his depth. He's a soldier surrounded by spies. Zemo dances exactly like me.
Dr. Nick,
Sup?
Who are you? What do you want?
we know you created the super soldier serum.
Get out of my lab.
Hey. You know who he is, right?
He seems very confident for a man who has a gun pointed at his back.
Guys, we have company.
Ow! Get a girl! That would hurt so much. Oh wow, ow. I feel like it's been a while since we've seen blood in a Marvel movie.
Where's Carly now?
I don't know where she is. Loves us. Typical of overpopulation and displacement camps like that.
Zemo has a gun. That's no good. That's very bad. He's going to shoot him. Zemo's going to shoot the scientist, which, you know, it's not necessarily a bad thing. This guy's being alive causes some problems. Hey, guys, you might want to go outside and help Sharon, maybe? Just possibly. Or not. I guess she doesn't need help.
Seriously out of time here.
No!
What did you do?
I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing. It's kind of what I would have done. The world doesn't need super soldiers on demand. And having that out in the world is a bad idea, so kind of cutting it off the source. I don't really blame him. Though you really need to get out of here. Zemo, what you doing, buddy? You helping or you hurting? I don't remember him being a badass in Civil War. Manipulative and scheming, yeah, but I guess here we are.
Supercharged.
You're going back to jail.
Do you want to find Carly or not?
He's right. We need him.
The fact that Zemo didn't just abandon them after this, I'm very surprised about.
You're not gonna move your seat up, are you?
Nope.
No.
What goes around comes around, Sam.
We've got a big problem. Actually, a couple of them. I'll tell you in the car. Let's go.
Wait. What? Sharon? What?
This is the only language these people understand.
Yep. I was about to say that the Flag Smashers don't seem necessarily like the bad guys, but nah. If you blow up a bunch of tied up people to make a point, you're kind of the villain.
Great. Yeah. See you guys in a bit.
What's up, Bucky? What you up to? What the fuck is that? Tracker? Listening device? Something like that? But who's following? Sharon? Or...
I was wondering when you were gonna show up.
Wakanda! Because that's King T'Challa's bodyguard. Yeah, they would not be happy about Zemo being released from prison. Okay. Interesting episode. A lot of the things I thought going into the show are kind of turning out a little differently than I expected. The fact that Sam really doesn't seem to want to be Captain America and feels that Captain America should basically die with Steve. And I don't know exactly how to feel about that. Part of me knows that Sam is going to end up being Captain America by the end of the series. It's inevitable. And I wonder what's going to end up changing his mind. Maybe the fact that no matter what goes on, there's always going to be a Captain America and he has no choice. And so it's better him be Captain America than someone who's going to abuse the power like John Walker. And part of me does agree with Sam in the fact that maybe Captain America shouldn't exist. Like any superhero that can be used as national propaganda is probably not the best idea. And Cap was my favorite superhero in the MCU. I adored Steve Rogers, but they never really dug into the fact that Captain America would have been used as like a national symbol for better or for worse. Now that Steve's gone, they can kind of mold that symbol into whatever they want, with whoever they want. And that's not that great, as we're kind of seeing with John Walker. Like last episode with John Walker, he just seemed a little naive and a little out of his depth, but for the most part harmless. He's just a good old American boy. And in this episode we saw almost the darker side of him, because I'm assuming that he is being pushed by his higher-ups to get this job done and take care of a problem, and he's not getting results, and so he's getting angry, and now we see what happens when he gets angry and frustrated, and it's not exactly pretty. He seems to get violent when he's angry. It seems like the ends justify the means with him, and he's not afraid to throw people under the bus. Like, he doesn't seem to care what happens to Sam and Bucky. And that's why I gathered in just the 2 scenes he shows up in this episode. So I am looking forward to him getting his ass kicked whenever he finally comes to blows with Sam and Bucky. He seems to not understand that he's not Steve. He's not a super soldier. He just has the armor, and people call him Captain America, but that does not make you Captain America. But yeah, if he goes up against Sam and Bucky, it's not going to be a pretty picture. It's weird the fact that I hate Zemo less than John Walker in this episode. And Zemo is more of like the traditional mustache-twirling villain than John Walker is. Do I think he's redeemable? No. He blew up the UN and killed Black Panther's father. I don't really think he's redeemable at this point. I do agree with some of his actions and some of his points. I think he was right to kill that Nazi scientist dude. I don't know what else you could gather. I guess you could have gathered information from him, but putting that guy in prison with the information he has is not a great idea. The idea of him being out in the world and being able to create super soldier serum on demand is not great. It's not. Having that readily available in the world is a bad idea. And the fact that now it's easy for people just to become super soldiers, like you don't need the technology anymore, is infinitely more dangerous. Because even if the super soldier serum gets out, anyone can take it now, at any point. So I agree with Zemo just killing him there and then. I also thought he was going to completely ditch them afterwards, but not. Apparently he's sticking around. Also, I want to know why the mask? Because I know in the comics he has the purple cloth mask, but what's the reasoning in-universe for it? Because it was just kind of in the car and he's just wearing it now with no explanation when he never had it in Civil War. I wonder if they're ever going to explain that or they're just going to ignore it completely and they're like, he has it now, deal with it. And Sharon's also way more suspicious than she was in any other season because before she was, a little shifty. She was an undercover agent, but, I always trusted her. She never did anything that seemed super shady. But now she's a thief and a smuggler, and she's definitely lying to Bucky and Sam about at least some stuff. Is she working with the power broker? I do not know her motivations. And in the same as last episode, I kind of understood where the Flag Smashers were coming from. I still felt that they were morally wrong in being mad at people coming back from the dead after being snapped for 5 years. But I still thought that the show was kind of portraying them as possibly the good guys in the end, and then they blew up a bunch of tied up people in a building, and I think them as a whole might have good intentions. I don't trust the main girl. I think they're going to make her a sympathetic villain, but I do not think they're going to make her a hero. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, she's still going to be like a villain in this story. I think my favorite scene, though, in this episode was when they were in the club and Bucky had to go back to pretending that he is the Winter Soldier. And I love the music cues for the Winter Soldier, the kind of industrial, electronic kind of sound. And it's instantly recognizable to me, that music that kind of sounds like car tires screeching when he went into his Winter Soldier mode. I think it's just kind of, one, very messed up for Bucky to have to go through that. Because, yeah, he's going to therapy to try to help with and cope with the things he did as the Winter Soldier. But that's still very much part of his past, and he is very easily able to step into that role again because it's what he's known for several decades. And the fact that Sam afterwards, even though he's repeatedly talked about the fact that he's mad at Bucky and he doesn't want to see Bucky again after this is all over, still takes the time to ask if he's okay, because this could mess up someone really bad. And it's just a moment to show that Sam, while frustrated with Bucky and while they have different beliefs on what should happen with the symbol of Captain America, they still care about each other. I wish they lingered on to the fact that Bucky uses the same notebook that Steve did. And Steve used that notebook as a symbol of the future. It's all the stuff he wants to do, or people have asked him to look up about the modern era and what the future is. Bucky took that notebook and he sees it, and he's using it to dredge up the past, and he's using it as all these people he's wronged over the years, and what he needs to do to make amends for that, which is way more depressing than Steve's ever was, but it's an interesting reversal of everything Steve wanted to do in the future versus what Bucky needed to make up for in his past. And I wish they would have talked about that more, but Sam is right. Everyone does love Marvin Gaye. But yeah, and finally the episode ends, and apparently Wakanda has tracked them down and is none too happy that Zemo has been released from prison. Obviously, Zemo killed their last king, and so they're kind of pissed about that. I am curious, though, what they're going to do about it in the end. Are they just going to try to kill him, take him back to prison? Because T'Challa seemed very anti-killing him at the end of Civil War. Because obviously Zemo tries to kill himself and T'Challa stops him. So are they just going to try to take him back to prison? But yeah, there's just a lot going on in this show right now. We got the Flag Smashers, we have John Walker, we have Zemo, we have Sharon Carter, and now we have Wakanda thrown into the mix. So it's really a mixed bag of just a bunch of different stuff from the Marvel Universe. I'm very curious to see what happens next. So that was my reaction to episode 3 of Falcon and Winter Soldier, Power Broker. If you like this reaction, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out and keeps me motivated to keep making more of these. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time. Bye.